Go on, have a look. Let's take it easy today.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Gather round, gather round.
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all, but not particularly exciting, eh? I mean, it's the sort of thing you hear bandied about the tavern. I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. And by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his efforts, neither. So where's all his coin coming from?
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? Much appreciated. Aye, got some coin to spare your humble story. Much appreciated.
Gather round. Treat your ears.
I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. So where's he get his coin, then? Makes a man wonder, it does. Could be he's involved.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by...
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
Oh, apologies, Master. My mind was 1,000 leagues away.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Coming, Master. Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up. These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
Look there! A chest. Allow me to open it, Arisen.
This crops aren't faring so well. Let me alone. I'm not out here for
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up. Serve us well. Are you certain you can manage it? It would awfully long shot.
But of course, Arisen. You may depend upon me. What is it, Master? You don't look as if you need my help.
To the chest. I shall take a look inside.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
Do be quick, I fear my time is...
Well met. This here's the sanctuary of tipplers and I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Well, I ne'er. Interested in my wares? Well met. This here's the... I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Keep those orders coming. This fearsome world of ours is best met with stiff drinks and cheery hearts, I say. Keep those orders coming. This fearsome world of ours is best...
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Oh, well met, sir. I'm always willing to lend a helping.
This place offers a view of the sea.
I see no reason to approach. Best we keep our distance.
Me? Just going for a
Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy.
Let us make haste for the nearest town. I'd rather sell our pickings at market than toss them aside.
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms? Many thanks. May fortune... Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance, you see, one of the children we care for here at the gracious... Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine... This building's very old. It could be that he's found him... Might I impose on you to search...
We won't get far with naught to go on. We'd best ask around, see what we can find out.
Right you are.
Make it quick. I ain't got all day.
Chaos in the world begins with chaos. Is there aught I can assist you with? I fear I've much to attend to. Is there aught I can assist you with?
The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent ox. Now, that's not so strange. But guess who I saw riding in it? And rightly so. As it turned out to be a young boy. Gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd to think a young noble, their faces may match, but the lives they lead are as different as... Turn your gaze elsewhere. I'll not be...
Say, I've noticed you walking around questioning people. If I were you, I'd pay a visit to the jail. The place is full of unsavory characters, as I should know. I was among their company. Must have taken a wrong turn.
Is it true you're the Arisen? Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen. Just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. A fellow Drake or two, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
The heavens have forsaken us. All is lost. Where could Malcolm have gotten off to? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able to get...
Suppose you're all right.
If our prayers are not...
Marriage isn't what it's chalked up to be. I'll have an early supper.
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away. I wonder what it was Malcolm found. Treasure? I wonder what it was Malcolm found. Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking... Don't know why he bothered. Maybe he was hoping to find something shiny among the rubble. Maybe he was hoping to find...
It's been a hard day.
Good day to you. In my line of business, patient.
I shall be your shadow.
Got a hankering for anything in particular? Got a hankering for anything in particular?
What do ye want?
Let me alone, will ye? I'm a busy woman.
You're not worth my time.
Let me alone, will ye? I'm a busy woman. Shove off.
Got some business with me, do ye? What do ye want?
Got some business with me, do ye?
You wish me to return? At once, Master.
What brings you?
What am I to do? You can't help me, can you?
Someone crack a few skulls if you want to be top
Off to market I go.
Watch over me. Deliver me from harm. Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults.
Shall we be off? We've a report to make.
Please, sir, don't tell nobody what I said about exploring those vaults. Please, sir, don't tell nobody.
Mind and body must be pure.
I'm dead on my feet, but I've much to do yet.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment. Pray, follow me, and quick. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may... Let us make haste.
Coming, Master. Naught feels quite so wasteful as coming upon a fine piece of equipment after purchasing the very same item in a shop. You too? Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
It was well worth the effort of breaking it.
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
We shall have to crane our necks to spot our foes in a place like this.
Keep your eyes peeled. I grant you lightning fangs.
This is what we went to all that trouble for? Oh, 'tis a dismal feeling to be disappointed so utterly. I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
I ought to be getting home.
The fiend unknown is the most perilous.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can...
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just books, sir. Books, books, and more books.
Truly, perhaps we ought to take a look.
Come along. We wouldn't want to lose sight of our guide.
You have my support.
It's amazing. You'll see.
magics grant you an elemental boon.
I'll impact the same spell and will overwhelm our foe with our combined magic.
Over here.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing?
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of arc? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. Might I ask that you not share the existence of the... We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate it. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about the...
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, let's investigate this place's secrets to...
'Tis quite the collection of tomes. I'm sure I'd be seeing stars were I the scholarly sort.
'Tis as you say.
Hoi! How do you do? This place is amazing. I knew I'd find some... This place is amazing.
How many of their ilk must we defeat?
My patience.
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Ah, now I feel a fool.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
I pray this will convey the depth of my gratitude.
I'm going to go exploring. Figured I had to... Yeah? What is it?
I've got a good feeling about this one.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
We cannot break it from this side.
So it goes.
Time to go home.
I've got left of my aches and pains.
You want something? Spit it out or...
Good day, sir.
Perhaps you've a moment to spare. An unsettled mind begets an... Pray, keep your voice low.
I know so little of this world.
Got any good stories to share?
What teachings might salve the people?
May the heavens look kind.
Wickedness has no hold upon truth.
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it. I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy. Speak your will, and I'll see it. It pains me to say it, but I've nothing to share just now. Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest.
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go. Good evening, Arisen. We'll not find anything if we don't start...
I've somewhere to be.
All this plot makes me itch.
Bleeding rogue!
Anything for you, Arisen. Off I go.
You looking for a fight? What's your business with me, Cos? I would fain ease their burden. My days are spent in Solemnbrit.
This place gives me an ill feeling.
All the others made it. Why's my luck
My
so
legs are
rotten?
fair numb from walking about town.
Mayhap I ought to be getting home.
All that fuss and nary a coin to show
I ought to have enough for a few pitchers of spices.
Dirt, sweat, and toil.
My bed.
A few hours sleep.
You wish me to return? At once, Master.
What do ye want?
Let me alone, will ye? I'm a busy woman.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Where's the day
This ladder can take us to new heights.
After you, Arisen.
Oi there! All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, Fred? Splendid! I knew I was right now. The carts only depart at certain hours of the day. But I find that time flies. And mind you, don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see? So anyone thinking of riding for free... But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that... Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time. Seeing as you're doing me a come, find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting.
We ought not to keep the recipient waiting.
This really is fine craftsmanship. Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. That's all 'tis, mind. Curiosity. And even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf, no matter how they fascinate me. 'Tisn't to be.
Look! Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I bear warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids I've sent from the tell of it. Their lair, pray do be careful. Losing my wares for good would make me sore, but no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
It is most exhilarating to hand over some...
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire them from afar. It would be unseemly for an elf to purchase one. You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. I would gladly accept it. You have my gratitude. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be... Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of... Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, I have been training most diligently. Yet Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master... Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so. Though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. It might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. Many thanks. I'm indebted to you, but this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the ruins north of... That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bow. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
There's a ladder here. Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Interested in my wares?
I'm yours to command, Arisen. We should begin by asking ourselves, where is it? I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy. The power of magic is replete with possibilities. When next we meet, I'll dazzle you with the heights of my mastery. Prod me if you must, Master, but I've nothing more to say. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Please dispense with the formalities. They exhaust me so.
I've just remembered a curious rumor I overheard once. Seems there's an illness pawns can catch beyond the rift that has devastating consequences for those around them. Worse still, the pawn never knows they're sick. They just become restless and flippant and won't heed the Arisen.
How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number.
I suppose I ought mention this as well. The pawns in this party are women all.
And? I've no objections. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit. Let all that vim go to waste.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Well done! It was excellent. I could have done no better.
Glad to be of service.
When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame.
Feast your eyes on this!
Lest we sup on bitter defeat.
Really? Now? other side.
Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen.
I shall lead the charge!
By you. That strategy never went to note.
I'll wager I could make that shot.
You cut quite the hunter's figure. You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?